I lost a lot when the BTC exchange got shut down, turned me off for a long time. I wish I could have gotten back sooner. Okay, you bring up a great point. When the Sam Bankman, FTF, and you had some exchanges like BlockFi, that BlockFi was doing Bitcoin and Ethereum and other staking, which is if you kept there, you were getting interest on it. This is why if you're new to the space and you're buying Bitcoin, you don't want to keep it on the exchanges very long at all. That's why you want to research what a cold wallet is. And there's a lot of good videos out there. There's companies like Trezor and there's other companies out there. Trezor's not a sponsor of this show, but that's what I personally use. But there's other wallets out there, cold wallets. Learn what a cold wallet is. There's plenty of videos out there about what cold wallets are. Swan.com, which is a sponsor of this show, has a really good, their Swan YouTube channel has a lot of great information. And also, if you go to swan.com/orangepillpod and sign up, you get a free $10 in Bitcoin. It is a Bitcoin-only exchange. But there's a lot of great resources out there to learn what a cold wallet is. There's also the Bitcoin.com YouTube channel, which has a Bitcoin 101 playlist. And watch that on what a cold wallet is and how to get. That's why you don't want to keep it on the exchanges, because the exchanges can get shut down. And the exchanges, a lot of them are operating. This is what FTF did. FTX is they're doing fractional lending, just like regular banks are doing. Meaning, if they have, let's say, I'll just pick a round number, $10 million in Bitcoin on their exchange, they then start lending it out. They lend out 20, 30, 40, $50 million of it. So they don't even have, and as we say in Bitcoin, not your keys, not your coins. The keys are that 12-word phrase. When you have that, that's where you want your Bitcoin to be, is on a cold wallet, not on an exchange. If you use an exchange because you're buying and selling Bitcoin, or you need to cash it out and get it in and out of a fiat banking system to pay your bills, which I totally understand. I've been paid in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies where I needed to cash them out because I had to convert them to my fiat to pay bills. That's where an exchange is okay. But if you're just going to buy Bitcoin and hold it, which I would try to hold as much as you can, or hodl as we call it, put it on a cold wallet and let it sit there. Then if an exchange goes under, you don't lose your Bitcoin. Think of it this way. So a bank, traditional banks, do fractional reserve lending, which means the banks do not have the physical cash on site to pay people. Meaning, let's say you have whatever, $5,000 in your checking account. And when there's a run on the banks, it's not there. Everyone goes to the bank and says, I want my cash. It's not there because they gamble with it. They lend it out at 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 to 1. So that's why people who've got like this one, I think YouTuber, I forget his name, had like $250,000 in cash in a bank. And he went to the bank and said, I want to pull it all out. And they were like, what, why? Wow. They asked him all these questions. It took a week or 2 weeks, and they only gave him $160,000 in actual cash, meaning they don't have the money they said they have. So if you have large sums of money in a bank, they can gamble it, right? It's the same principle with having Bitcoin on an exchange. You don't know what the exchanges are doing behind closed doors. You don't know how they're gambling with your Bitcoin. That's why you want to put it on a cold wallet. It's like if you had if you have a bunch of money in a bank, fiat money in a fiat bank, and you need to have it there for whatever. Again, most of us are still in the fiat world where we have to use fiat currency to pay our bills. I would get it out of there. So if you have physical cash in like a safety deposit box or a safe, it's better than having it in the bank because it's not there. That's what the run on the banks is. Everybody goes, the banks are running out of cash and because everything collapses and the bank can't pay all of the debt, all of the money they've loaned out. People aren't paying it back. So they don't have the cash then to back up the people's savings and checking accounts. So that's why, same thing, when these exchanges went down, BlockFi, FTX, they did not have the Bitcoins and the other altcoins on their exchanges to give them back to people. That's why, get it off the exchanges.